Hi foodies, welcome back to Cook with Beneath, where vegetarian food is made easy. Today we'll be making a traditional Punjabi dish known as Punjabi Kadhi, and if you would like to follow along, please continue watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you think someone else might enjoy this video, please don't forget to share it with them. For this recipe, I used 3 to 4 green chilies, 3 garlic cloves, a small piece of ginger, 1 chopped onion, half an onion sliced, spring onions, 1 tomato, salt to taste, haldi, also known as turmeric, red chili flakes, kitchen king masala, jeera, also known as cumin seeds, red chili powder. I use butter instead of oil, and I use 3 cups of dahi, also known as curd. And lastly, we'll need 1 cup of besan, also known as chickpea flour. The batter for the kadhi should be a 3-to-1 ratio. So if you're using 3 cups of dahi, you'll be using 1 cup of besan. So we'll start off by prepping our batter for the kadhi. So I used 3 cups of dahi, also known as curd. And I added my 1 cup of besan in it. And I used a whisk to mix it. I just feel like it just becomes fluffier with a whisk instead of a regular spoon. So you want to leave this mixture out for about 4 to 6 hours. That's when the besan gets completely dissolved within the dahi and you don't taste that floury taste. And by doing this, you really get that rich yellow color once you start to cook your kadhi. So next we'll prep the tadka for the kadhi. So I used 4 small cubes of butter and I added about a spoon of jeera. And you'll just let that saute for a little until the butter completely melts. And next I'll add my garlic and I'll wait for that to turn a little golden brown color. Next I'll add my ginger. And I'll saute that for a few seconds. And then I added my chopped onions. And you just want those to turn a little golden color. Next I added my green chilies. And then I'll add my tomatoes and I'll saute that for about 2 to 3 minutes. And you want to just cover it and let it simmer for a few seconds on its own so it just steams up. Next I'll add a spoon and a half of salt. I'll add a spoon and a half of haldi or turmeric. And then I'll add a spoon of red chili powder and just mix that together. And just keep stirring it occasionally. And I do that for about 3 to 4 minutes. Next I'll add a cup of water into my tadka and I'll just blend it with a hand blender. This really allows your kadhi to thicken up. This is a trick that restaurants use. And once you have it all blended up together, just let it cook for about a minute and just keep stirring it. Once it starts to boil, you'll add your mixture. And what I do is once I pour it all in, I added a cup of water into my bowl that had the mixture in it.
And I added it to the pot.
And then you'll mix it all together. and I added 2 cups of warm or hot water. Make sure it's not cold water just because it'll take longer to cook. And then you'll just mix it together. And you leave it on the stove on high heat for about 15 minutes. Occasionally stir it. And just remember, the longer you cook kadhi, the better it'll taste. And once it starts to really boil after 15 minutes, I added another cup of water. And just stir it occasionally again. And once it starts to boil and you see that it turns that orangey color in the middle, that's when you know that it's ready to be covered. And once you let it boil for 20 minutes, I then added my kitchen king masala. This is one of my favorite masalas to add. I don't like adding garam masala just because a lot of people get heartburn and you get this uneasy feeling, but with the kitchen king masala, it adds really good flavor to it without getting that heartburn later on. I'll let it boil for another 20 to 25 minutes. Once I'm at the 40-minute mark, I add my sliced onions and my spring onions, and I added a bit of fresh coriander into it. So in total, I let it boil for 45 to 55 minutes. A lot of people add pakode to their kadhi, but I'm not a huge fan of that. But if you're a fan of pakode, definitely add so at this part. And your kadhi is ready. If you enjoyed today's video, please let me know in the comment section below. If you're not following me on my socials, it's @CookWithBeneath. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Take care.